KnuxNKETV.
This is KnuxNKE, and you're currently locked into KnuxNKETV. I think we might actually have a little revolution in our hands. Even I am shocked, yeah? Even me. Apparently 1 million people, 1 million, were protesting in London for their rights, anti-lockdown, anti-this, anti-that, innit? I nearly shed a tear, I'm not gonna lie. To see the police go rogue on citizens like that, and for the citizens to actually rebel back, forcing them to run, like here. Now that's what I want to see. I want to see man running. The thing about the feds here, their whole strategy is terrible because they've got high visors, so they're easy to spot. And when you're seeing man just dashing shit, you get me? That's the perfect strike, you get me? I mean, to even go to Hyde Park and try and lock that down is a madness, innit? And they were trying to do it days later. I think it was on the same day as the London protests, innit? I think it might have been the same thing, to be fair. But like, yeah, they're trying to move into the crowd, and they were just moving mad anti-fam, like mad violence, mad this, mad that, yeah? And then you got like people trying to stop it and stuff, and you're like, what are you doing? Some of them look like feds. Like, the police finally got a taste of their own medicine, you get me? And this is not the end. This is just only the beginning, trust me. But it's good to see that people care more about their rights than, let's say, like, you get me, who owns their football club or something like that, something stupid like that. No, like, you shouldn't even care anyway, that's the story, innit? But yeah, so funny enough, with that 1 million people, yeah, potentially one of the biggest protests in UK history, you'd expect the BBC to be putting it out there, letting the people know the truth of what's going on. Nope, not a word from the Beeb, mate, not a word, right? And it's not even like people are, who's watching BBC anyway? It's like they're baiting themselves up even more. It's like, it's so weird. Like, if you're not awake at this point, like, there's nothing that can happen. Like, it's a wrap for you. For those people that are like, still stuck in thinking that the world is a certain way and don't realize that you've been like manipulated since you was born and that to believe one thing, but the whole time, do you get me, another thing was going on. If you haven't realized that yet, you ain't got no hope, blood. If you think I'm a conspiracy theorist because of the way I'm talking, you have no hope, sir. Like, you might as well just skip off my video, man, Carl. Man ain't got time for that, you get me? And then, so you had the protests and that, but they also reminded me about, like, I've had conversations with people, yeah? These are people in my family, people, my friends, you get me? Sometimes strangers, yeah? And it's like, they've got this give up mentality. Like, for instance, like, what it reminds me of is like, on the slavery fields, yeah? A man's thinking, oh, we need to run away. Do you know what I mean? We need to get out of here because this is long, you get me? And a man turning around and going, nah, man, nah. And then where are you gonna go? And then what are you gonna do? It's like, fam, we'll deal with that when we've got away. Why are you still slavery? Do you get me? And it's like, it just reminded me of people I was talking to that were telling me, oh, the people, they won't do nothing, they're just dumb, you just forget about it, you know what I mean, accept it. And I'm like, what kind of mentality is that? What kind of, stay in the slave plantation, stay in slavery? Nah, fam, I can't do that. And the worst type of slavery, the worst type of slavery is mental slavery, fam. If you're mentally enslaved, it's peak. Your whole brain's been colonized. You're actually programmed to work against yourself. That's why you don't rate other black people, or you just think all black people are criminals, or you're trying to be something you're actually not. Or you're just spewing mad music that's just talking about the death of black people, or they're just the dumbest stuff, innit? Like, you don't value being black. You see how like Muslim people value being Muslim, white people value being white. Not all black people, but let's say, I don't know, half and half. For the sake of it, let's say half and half, innit? They're just not proud to be black. Like, they would rather they can bleach their skin, which you've seen that a million times. That's almost a norm these days. But they'll bleach their skin trying to be lighter. And I'm like, nah, fam, don't let the media get to you like that. Don't let some broadcasting network tell you that, oh, you gotta be darker and this and that, fam, and then believe it and then try and bleach your skin. Like, that's insane. That is insane, fam. And we need to start pointing out things like that. People that bleach their skin, that's insane. That's insanity. We need to point out insanity. Following another man's God is insanity, blood. Insanity. And that's what I'm saying. People are expecting better results using insane methods. Do you know what I mean? And then they call, like, people that point that out crazy or haters. Do you get me? It's insane, bruv, and it's one of them ones where it's a learning curve, but we all gotta go through it, innit? And I believe it. I'm bare hopeful now. Like, I'm not saying, listen, these men are playing chess, innit? So they could be planning extra moves ahead and this, that, and the fourth. I'm pretty sure they knew about the protest months in advance, weeks in advance, whatever. So they probably had there's gonna be another lockdown in 2 or 3 months. It's like, it's kind of obvious, innit? But so yeah, that's the BBC basically blanking the whole thing, making people not even think that it's happening. I mean, if that's not propaganda, I don't know what is. Do you know what I mean? If that's not lying by omission, I don't know what that is. And the question is why? What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? Are they afraid that when someone sees these videos and clips that they're gonna be inspired to go and use their voice? Is that what they could be afraid of? Potentially. Are they scared they might spark up a protest around the country? Possibly. A global protest? Maybe. You never know. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. But like I said, obviously, the haymakers, you know what I mean when I say haymakers, yeah? I mean haymakers, yeah? The haymakers are having mad effects, yeah? They're having mad effects, fam. We're talking miscarriages, we're talking blood clots, we're talking sterilization, death. Do you know what I mean? Like, the haymakers are haymakering right now, and it's only when people like say no. That's the whole point of this game. You gotta just say no. If they coerce you into it by saying, oh, it's safe and stuff, and you do zero research, that's on you. Do you know what I mean? And anyone around you that would rather go with what the TV's saying than you, the person that, you know what I mean, is friends or family member of them, they would rather listen to the TV than listen to you. That's insane. So run away, fam, because those people will get you killed, blood. You know what I mean? People that just follow the mainstream, they'll get you killed, blood. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to wake man up, because no one's really talking about this stuff. Like, you look at, like, there's like pictures of Drake and Giggs and Dave all together, and it's like, wow. Who cares? But then again, when the concerts start and you gotta get the haymaker, yeah, we'll have to see then, innit? You get me? Do you want to see your favorite artist live, but also be hooked up to the Matrix? It's up to you, fam. But yeah, anyway, it's been a bit of a mad one. It's been a bit of a mad year, fam. It's been a bit of a mad year. Just make sure you look after the people around you, man. And the people that are around you, just make sure that they're aware of what's going on. And not everyone can wake up. I've kind of come to terms with that now, innit? Not everyone can wake up. Like, some people might just be asleep until they die, kind of thing. But it is what it is, man. It's like you've almost been put here to kind of do something. You feel like it, innit? Maybe it's not true, but you feel like it. So that's what man's gonna do, innit? Man's gonna continue to put out the message, fam. Man ain't gonna be out here telling you to go and take Percocets so you can have sex with a chick who's got a fake bum. Terrible message, man. Terrible message. Anyway, this has been Knux. Make sure you leave your comments down below. What do you think about the London protests? What do you think about the haymaker and the effects from that? Let me know, all right? This has been Knux. KnuxNKETV. I'm out.
KnuxNKETV.